All right, we're trying this one more time now. All right, let's see.
Can I get one more mic
Yeah.
check from you?
Check 1, 2, 3. Hello.
All right.
Awesome.
Let's see. Hi, Colin. Sorry, everybody. As soon as the cameras are working in here, they're installing cameras, I heard.
I think so.
11 cameras.
That's for security.
Oh.
Sorry, everybody. As soon as the cameras are working in here, we're installing cameras, I heard. See if that works. Hold on.
That's for security.
So that does that. We don't want that. What does this do? Let's see what that does. Might have to go to that front-facing camera again. All right, so we're gonna go to a front-facing camera. All right. I don't get it. Look at this. I wonder if your thing's just not flipping. So if I do this, we can. All right. You guys want to see pockets anyway. You don't need to see me. All right. You ready?
Hi, Cappy.
All right.
We're gonna go live in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Can you tell me one?
5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on, everybody. Aloha. Oh, I think Colin is down in
Jamaica?
Hawaii. Oh my God. Hi, Carissa. Hi, everybody. It's great to see everybody and be seen.
You can't see them.
I don't know why I can't resume this. Because yesterday didn't I have it laying
Yeah,
down?
it flipped. I don't know.
It flipped. Just move that down just a little. And move that up.
My boobs talking now?
If your boobs could talk, you and Sarah Silverman, can you back up a little bit? You and Sarah Silverman would have a great show. Her vagina, your boobs.
You seem like a doctor trying to take x-rays of my mouth. This doesn't work because then I go like this, I got a double chin.
You don't have a double chin.
One thing.
Oh, we're waiting a few minutes. All right, so where is everybody? Check in. We're here in Hollywood, right by the Capitol Records building. Still the new studio. Few technicalities, waiting for the
Codes?
codes.
You need 2 keys, like the president and the other key, and you
Yeah.
switch it.
Don't worry though, you like the president here.
Yes.
I don't know the country. Staying off that. And then what else? Detroit's in the house.
Detroit.
Big D. Big D. Oh, now we got all the technicians down here.
Oh man, I just got demoted to technician.
All right, we got all the bosses down here. And when you have to bring the big boss, you know that something's going on. And it wasn't us this time.
Wasn't me.
Nah, that's okay.
Say it wasn't you. That's what I
It
said.
wasn't me.
Have somebody go through all the channels and just make a master list of the keys and
Okay.
the things, and that should just be something that's like a Google.
That's Mr. President with the 1 key. We said 2 keys to turn it, to launch the codes. So he's got the 1 key. We're waiting for the
I've
other
got the football.
key. He's got the ball. This is not the flake gate.
The flight gate.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, beautiful British Columbia, Jay and Nathan.
Are you sure it's what is it? 50 what?
That's in
Dash
Canada,
53.
Yes, that's Canada. That's up by Bambi.
Are you
Actually.
sure it's 53?
That's what it was
Jeez,
on
did
here.
you take your,
I took my happy pills.
Okay, go,
Okay.
go to the go to,
Biggest little state in the Union, Rhode Island.
Biggest
What's up, you
little
guys?
go to,
All right,
Been
so
to Rhode
go to
Island.
their thing.
you have.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
been.
When you were your previous life.
Where the
My previous
actual-
life.
Yeah, that's good.
Pre-Michael.
Yeah.
It's a PM. Pre-Michael.
I don't think that was
Nah,
staff.
that's all right. That's good. We're gonna have fun today. Consensual non-monogamy, monogamy,
Click on
single,
the-
dating,
share
whatever.
later.
Let's talk about things. Today we're gonna talk about, I'll tell you right now, I've got my bullet points.
Do I have to read anything?
No, you don't have to read anything.
Okay.
Got the bullet points today somewhere. I don't know where they're at.
I'd like a heads up if I have to read
I
anything.
know. Big thing I want to go over today. We're getting asked in the last, if I go back to as far as our first trip to Cancun with LLVclub.com when we were there broadcasting and speaking, all the way through now, Close to 300 or 400 emails. What?
You mean Puerto Vallarta?
Puerto Vallarta with LOV Club. Thank you. Close to 400 to 500
I just wanted to make
emails and messages about how do I say no. You guys keep sharing ways to say no, but saying no isn't easy. I'm a single man and I don't want to, buy this woman a drink, but I feel bad saying no. I'm a single woman. I don't want the guy to buy me a drink. How do I say no? We're in the lifestyle. We don't want to fool around with this person. How do I say no? So it can go all over the place. All over the place.
I don't think I'd turn down a drink even if I didn't want to sleep with a guy.
I would tell you to take the drink.
I would take the drink anyway.
In LA, they're 20
Does
bucks.
that mean, I know, does that mean you have to? I mean, nothing means you have to, but would you feel obligated to
Well, let's save some for the show.
Okay.
But I'll just answer it like this. How you dress does not mean yes.
So start a document and have
So
okay?
accepting a drink should not make him think you're going to go to bed. How's that?
Oh, I like your
I tried to
rhyming.
rhyme it there. Tried to rhyme
You
it.
and
Then make sure you
what's
just
his
log into
name?
the remote one.
Intimacy. How to get intimacy going. Start some more intimacy.
Don't minimize it.
Want to talk about Pockets' Giving Great Head article and the humor it is providing us. The incredible humor it is providing us.
Yes.
There will be a call-in number soon. Thank you. Lots of people are writing right now on Facebook Live and sending messages. There will be a phone line in here in the near future. Right, boss?
There is one.
Oh, there is one now?
Yeah.
There's a number of
Been
people
one
can
since
call?
day one.
There's
Yeah.
always been one in here.
Really?
Yeah.
There is a phone number you can call. Okay, didn't know that. Can we write it down?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, when you're done, let's go live for a second. We asked yesterday, like, oh yeah, we figure eventually we'll get one in there.
No.
I love it. There's a phone number. I like that. Garen from Cowboys for Angels.
Yes.
The show, so Garen was the creator of the show Gigolos on Showtime, which is still on. We love having him on. He's been excited to call in with some big news. We've got to get him on.
Ready to go live?
I'm ready to go live whenever you
Yeah.
I'll put these headphones on. All right, we're going live. What time is it?
211.
2:11 on Dash Radio. We're going to cut in whatever it was.
There you go.
Modern Love with Holly and Michael. Playboy Radio, powered by the one and only Dash Radio. If you're listening on Dash, you already found the app or the website. If you're watching on Facebook Live, thank you very much. Don't forget, tell your friends, download the Dash Radio app. It's free to download. It's free to listen, and it's commercial free. It's for Apple and Android. Yeah, is that how you say
Yes.
those other
Google
people?
it, the other one.
The other one is
Other
Android
people.
devices. I'm teasing. Android devices, Apple devices, or you can go to dashradio.com/Playboy Radio on a computer. Mondays and Tuesdays, right here on Facebook Live. Michael Pockets, you can watch. Join in the conversation. Have some fun, that kind of good stuff. All right, quick housekeeping. Stay in touch with us off air. Where?
Jeez, you threw me off.
Where?
Twitter, and Facebook. Twitter is @SwingTime69. Facebook is Michael Pockets.
And you wonder why. People ask, people often ask, Michael, how come you do that?
You threw me off.
I threw you for 5.5 years. Your Facebook and your Twitter and your Instagram have been the same. But each time I ask you, okay, we're gonna do it again. Take two, ready?
Okay, go.
So, Pockets.
Yes.
When we're not on air, where can the family stay in touch with us?
You can go to our website, hollyandmichael.com. You can find us on Facebook, Michael Pockets, and our Twitter is @SwingTime69. My Instagram is Real Holly Pockets.
There you go.
Oh my God.
I love you, baby. I have to give you crap, though. I do have to give you crap because you make life
You
fun.
always do it, and it's just like I know what it is, but when you
But I
throw it at me.
like hearing your voice.
Why I don't play sports and people throw the ball at me. I'm like, what do I do with it?
She does like certain balls in her face, just not the ones that can be projected from distances. How's
Yes,
that?
this
That'd
is
be
true.
unless they're hanging really low. And remember Jesse on set,
Oh,
his sack,
God.
and he joked around about it. He'd walk around.
They hang to his knees.
He'd walk around with it. Yeah, to hang to his knees. All right, so the handsome engineer of today is giving us the phone number here to the studio. Miley, are you taking off or are you gonna hang out? Oh, he's staying here. Never mind. So now we know how to answer phones too. We'll give the number out here. You're listening live on Dash Radio. You're watching live on Facebook. You want to call in? Call in. Who will be our first caller live here on Dash Radio? The number to the Playboy Radio studio is 323-230-4610. That's 323-230-4610. Would love it. If somebody could write that down also here on Facebook Live so other people, if they want to call, 323-230-4610. All right, there we go. I just had to get that out.
I don't understand why they don't make Siri sexy. Siri's not sexy.
You can use those accents.
Yeah, but they're still not sexy.
Asexual. I believe that these assistants on purpose are, what was that movie, Ex Machina?
Yes,
I mean,
great movie.
Howard Wolowitz was
Uh-huh.
trying to create sex dolls and sex toys.
Smart man. man.
Yeah.
Smart man.
I think the Japanese. Thank you, Michael Fleet. Thank you very much. 323-230-4610. Gotcha. Thank you. Yes.
It would be like a wife that didn't talk back, that cleaned the house, that cooked your dinner, and you had
So
sex
you're
with.
presuming all sex dolls or toys should be women. I like the way you think. I like
No.
the way you think.
Well, I am bisexual more than I am hetero, I guess.
Yeah, that's
but-
true. I haven't had sex in a few nights.
So I'm fine with that. Oh. Really? You want to go there?
Playboy Radio's Holli, Michael. This is Modern Love. We are unleashed here on Dash Radio. New Year's Eve in Miami. Big announcement coming soon. Thanks to us, Holli and Michael. Thanks to Dash Radio. And thanks to Luxury Lifestyle Vacation. That's LLVclub.com. We will be announcing a huge giveaway. Again, thanks to us, Dash Radio and LLV Club. We did clear it with the boss of Dash Radio today. One package will be valued at over $3,300. The other package will be valued at over $1,300. All we're waiting on are the legalities. You know, because sometimes, well, I didn't win. It wasn't good. No. Everything's going to be on the up and up. Or, I can't make it. I should get money. No, it's got no retail value.
It's like when Red Bull didn't give you wings and people complained about it and sued.
Did you know
Red
that?
Bull.
People sued Red Bull because they legitimately...
Didn't get wings.
Who was the beer manufacturer that did the commercials where...
Budweiser.
Was it Budweiser or Miller Lite or somebody, and you brought a case and all these hot women showed up? Somebody sued them because they bought a case and hot women didn't show up at their door.
Yeah.
I can't make this stuff up. It's the same woman who sued McDonald's because her coffee burned her. And it said, hot coffee.
I sue Pizza Hut because the guy shows up with pizza and he doesn't take his clothes off.
Oh, you watch too much porn, honey.
Yeah.
You do watch porn. So, Miami, New Year's Eve 2017, $40 million yacht that was rented, I believe it was last week, by P. Diddy, J-Lo, and Eminem on different days. It's a yacht that's rented
They
all
can
the
come
time
too.
by the uber wealthy and the uber famous. You will be on that yacht with you win, or you could go to LLVclub.com and check it out. January 3rd through the 10th, go to desire-experience.com. We will be there January 3rd through the 10th, broadcasting and speaking, as well as, don't forget Desire Venice Cruise. You'll notice that when you go to
Experiences.
desire-experience.com. No, there's no S.
Oh.
I don't think there's an S.
Experience.
Try it. If
Okay.
it doesn't work, add the S.
Okay.
But I think just take away the S. Yeah. And YoungSwingersWeek.com, March 2017. We are speaking. We are broadcasting. Playboy Radio will be there with Dash Radio. That's us. Hey, maybe we have to bring you in. Would you go to Jamaica with us? If they'll give you the time off and still pay you? I mean, you're going to be working for an hour. But, you know, I mean, it's still work.
It's hard
still
work.
It's still work. People sued Axe, too, because it's not a chick magnet as advertised.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh, are you serious? People are idiots.
Colin is sharing. Thanks for sharing this, Colin. That's one of the reasons I love getting feedback, and we love getting calls, too. Don't forget you can call us here now on Playboy Radio's Modern Love with Holli and Michael. The Dash Radio studio number is 323-230-4610. Colin said that Canada has what they call the common sense law.
Canada has the common sense law?
Yeah, that's smart. You can't
Oh.
sue for the coffee being hot. You can't sue because common sense. At what point...
Did common sense not become common?
Yeah, so good
thanks.
job there, Canada.
Good job,
Good job
Canada.
there, Canada.
I mean, your maple syrup and your common sense law. You got things going for
I
you.
like both of those. I like both of those.
I like the common sense law.
And I like Colin, so thanks
How
for
do
saying
you
that.
prove that people don't have common sense, though?
No, I believe what they're saying is...
It should be
okay,
common
here's
sense.
one for you. Here's one for you. We wore a condom, but we still got pregnant.
Yep.
Okay, common sense. And if you can read, it says right on the box, condoms prevent pregnancy only 97% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
You can't sue if you get pregnant if you use common sense law.
Yes.
Because not only did they tell you, common sense also tells you that there's pre-cum and there's cum. So I don't care if you pulled out, you stayed in, whatever happened, if you
Still
didn't wrap
break,
it
too.
before you slap it. What?
It still could break, too.
It can break.
Yeah. It's
Condom.
nothing's
Yeah.
foolproof except abstinence.
No. There's only 3 truths in this life. Wait, no.
No.
There's only 3 things you can...
You totally messed
I'll do it
up.
tomorrow. Never mind, I'll do it tomorrow. Never mind, I'll do it tomorrow.
The thing-
Matt's saying he's never heard of that law. Matt, I'm hoping that it's true. I'm hoping
I
it's
do
not
like
true.
that law. America needs to instill that law because there would be a lot less litigation.
Yeah.
Is that right? The right word?
Yeah, you're right. Litigation. And if you swallow hot coffee, I mean, it's hot. It's hot. I'm done. All right.
Yeah.
You know what this goes to?
What?
How to say no.
Okay.
Because sometimes you need to say no to stupidity.
Yes.
You really do. And if you were to ask me, well,
You say
Michael,
no to me all the time.
well, you're not stupid. some of the things you do. But if you were to say to me, Michael, is it fair to call someone stupid for drinking hot coffee as if it was a shot of tequila? I'm going to say yes. Do you know why?
Why?
A shot of tequila is
Share
not
it
heated
with
up.
me.
I'm going to share it with you right now. A shot of tequila is presumed
Cold
to be at room temperature.
or cold?
Or cold if you ask him to shake it.
Yes.
Okay. Hot coffee has one word in it.
Hot.
Yeah! That would tell me it might be burning going down my esophagus.
Why would you just get coffee? If you want cold coffee, you say cold coffee or iced coffee.
There you go. If you ordered an iced coffee, they gave you a hot coffee and you drank it there.
Then it would be
I
considered
understand a little bit
yes.
that somebody may have done something wrong, but yeah, stupid is as stupid does. Isn't that what Forrest Gump said?
Forrest Gump was smart.
I shared, even before leaving for Puerto Vallarta, as you pointed out, with LOV Club. We were then later in Cancun with Desire, later in Jamaica with Dirty Pervs, and since being back, over about a 6-week period, our assistant, she's not allowed to read any email, but she does put them in categories from people that are looking for us to promote something, from spam, things like that.
I love spam. Oh, the food.
Yeah, not the food, honey. The type of email. And then she puts the ones from who we call family. Mm-hmm. Anybody who shares life with us, because blood may make you related. Loyalty makes us family. In another category, doesn't read them. We trust her. She's been trained. She's very ethical. Over 600 emails in the last 6 to 7 weeks about the same topic. We've talked about it live. Incredible seminars, great participation. Hundreds of people at Naughty in New Orleans, actually, when I did the seminar about consent and how to say no. Mm-hmm. Because recognizing consent is not the absence of no, it's the presence of yes. That's a very big thing to remember with how to say no. Because if you didn't say yes, it should never go further. And we've mentioned this. Are you coughing? You have no cough button anymore.
No, I don't.
The old studio had a cough button. You can unplug your microphone maybe, but that would take time.
Do you ever burp out of your nose? It hurts so bad.
Is that like a queef?
No.
Oh, no, then no, I haven't done either. For certain reasons, I haven't done either. You know?
Yeah.
So when we recognize that having not said no and having not said yes means we did not give consent.
Yes, and you should not do the thing that you're about to do.
Right, you should stop.
Yeah.
You should stop, and the person who's doing it with you, to you, on you, for you, whatever should stop. Now, let's address a different issue with that, though. Whether it's buying a man or a woman a drink at a bar, and you don't really want it because you are afraid it will lead to more. Whether you are single or in a relationship, and at any type of party that involves consensual non-monogamy, and somebody is approaching you and they're talking to you, and you can tell that they're flirting with you.
Of course.
That they're hoping something more happens.
Yeah.
Taking one for the team, I don't feel, we talked about it yesterday, never a good idea.
Even if you're the only team.
That's what I was about to say. Even if you're the only player on the team. That would like being Serena Williams. The other person serves and she decides, I'm going to throw my hands up and give her the point. No, she could lose the whole match.
Yeah.
You could lose
Whatever
respect
you're
for yourself.
about. I know.
You could lose respect for
You
yourself.
could.
How to say no. It is one of the shortest words in our English language.
It's the hardest word to say.
There you go. But one of the most difficult words to say no. Practice. No. No, thank you. Thank you, but not interested. Please, no. I personally don't think you even have to be nice about it if someone's not being nice. If they are hitting on you, and this, what really prefaced it for today was 2 people who joined the family on their first trip to Desire. They held off their shuttle to the airport just to meet you and I.
Aww.
And incredible, I don't want to use their name without their permission. Yes, Michael Fleet, that is the number to call in, 323-230-4610. And they asked because one of them is having this dilemma, this internal dilemma, the feeling of guilt. When you've been approached, when you were single and now, baby, whether it's a man and a woman approaching you, a single man approaching you, or a single woman or a woman of any kind approaching you now. And you can tell they're interested in more with you or with you and me. And they literally come out and ask in a certain way.
Yeah.
How do you handle it if I'm not around? First of all, I should be around. But if I'm not around, how do you handle it?
If you're not around, I just politely say, no, we either don't play that way, or no, thank you, not tonight, or no, thank you. Bottom line, no, thank you.
I warn you about no, thank you, not tonight. Let me just warn on that one.
But sometimes I'm just not in the mood.
Oh, fair enough. No, thank you, not tonight, not in the mood. Don't then go play with somebody else because then it looks like you're a liar.
Yes, no. Sometimes
Right.
I'm just not in the mood. I'm grumpy. I just need to get out of that.
Eric Garcia makes a great point that we should hit on. Okay? a lot of times people are hypersensitive and you never want to hurt anyone's feelings. Now add booze to that. Great point. Want to make, though, a distinction between two scenarios. One scenario, when you are single or you're part of a couple at what we would call a vanilla bar.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
And one scenario where you're single or part of a couple at a party or event or resort where consensual non-monogamy occurs. You're not sure how people play. Maybe they're just into a dom-sub relationship. They don't include others. He's the dom or she's the dom, and he or she's the sub.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know, so that's where communication comes in.
Okay.
I feel there's a huge difference, though, between those two situations, baby. What do you think? Simply because when you're looking for someone who could be your potential partner, I mean, I was looking only for one-night stands.
Yeah.
And I made it clear that's what I was looking for when I was
You
single.
screwed up.
Yeah. You were supposed to be a one-night stand. I know. Yeah. My point, he did this to me yesterday, too, by the way.
I know.
Point being, though, I understand hypersensitivity or somewhat sensitivity when you're at a bar or a local lounge or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're thinking, oh, that could have been the one. I understand that a little bit.
Yeah, but if you're that desperate, thinking, oh my God, that could have been the one.
But can you understand the sensitivity, though, in a situation? Sensitive as in, if you say no, you may really hurt their feelings because they're sensitive, thinking this could have gone further.
Yes.
Okay, now, though, go ahead.
But, I mean, when I was single, I didn't care if I hurt their feelings, but I just didn't like, I just wanted to get laid, so I never said no.
So you didn't say no, you just said yes.
Right,
You
regardless.
just said yes.
Like,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. When I was single, if a woman said no, I'd say, okay.
You have to respect her.
I respect
If you
her.
don't, you're a horrible person. And
If you don't respect
I
her,
was a safe
it's not
person.
fair.
I always went out with my girlfriends, and
Right.
just to be just.
But okay,
for the
we're
safe side.
digressing. I don't want to digress too far off this topic. So, at a place that's not what I'm calling a consensually non-monogamous, a swinger party,
Okay.
okay? Let's call it a swinger party or a lifestyle event. Understanding that not all swingers and not all people in the lifestyle play with other couples, all that kind of stuff, okay? But so here we have on this side of this level playing field, a non-swinger type event. And okay, saying no might hurt someone's feelings because they might be, he or she might be thinking, wow, you could have been the one. Who knows? I'll never know. Now I want to go to the other side. And if you want to tell me saying no is going to cause you emotional grief and sensitivity, I'm going to suggest you're at the wrong party.
Definitely at the wrong party.
Because I don't particularly like going to parties where there are couples or single men or women that get so emotionally butthurt if they're said no to. Because to me, the greatest thing is going home with you.
Yeah.
If we add a one or a couple, great, but nothing is better than going home with you.
Of course, and you know what? If you want to possibly fool around with other people, but if someone says no, you have no idea why they said no.
And they're not rejecting you.
Rejecting you. It's just
It could be the
there's
rules.
a million different things going on that night.
At a vanilla bar, they might be rejecting you.
Right? Yeah.
Deal with it. Everyone's got different tastes. I mean, deal with it.
Yeah, but there's so many other fish in the sea, and there's so many other
Right.
people to play with.
At a vanilla place, but at a lifestyle swinger type party, it does bother me when I've seen couples, not just hear about it, but seen couples fight. And when we've coached couples, I don't let them know it bothers me, but I work with them. What was it that upset you and disappointed you when you felt rejected? Well, I didn't feel like I looked as good as the other men or the other women there, and that's why they didn't want to play with me. Okay. Okay, so it wasn't the individual, it was the action.
Right.
Still, though, it's nobody's responsibility to make you feel good about yourself, except for yours, and on a small level with your partner.
And I want to point out another situation because we heard this story from a friend of ours that they were playing with a couple because they really liked them, and then their friends, and they talked to their friends about it, saying, you know, what if
Yeah, don't.
what if we,
So you're saying don't place ownership on a couple?
Yes, don't place ownership on a couple. If we play with them, can we still? And they're like, yeah, no problem. Everyone's fair game. Not to be like
Within their rules and boundaries.
within the rules and boundaries. But if we play with them, you're more
You're more than welcome.
You're more than welcome to play with them.
We
too.
don't. It's not squatters' rule.
Yeah, but then they got butthurt because they.
Because this
wouldn't
other
give
couple,
them.
yeah,
This
we
other
talked about this. Couple A got butthurt. The couple C heard about how good couple B was, and couple C went to dinner with couple B, which caused couple A to get butthurt.
Yeah, I don't think that's fair at all because you can't place claim on
I understood
someone.
what
You
I
can't plant a flag and say these people
Well,
are
it's,
mine.
you know, like, shotgun!
Yeah, like you can't call shotgun on people.
You can try, but you would not.
I don't think that's fair.
You and I, when we go to events, we don't play as much here at home just because we're very busy with life, work, our kids, me being in school, all that kind of stuff. But we do play when we're on the road. And one of the things, we don't...
Well, we get off the road.
We get off the road because that's dangerous. Yeah, I like roadhead, but we get off the road. But what I'm sharing, though, is when we play with couples at an event, we're not necessarily going to play with the same couple the entire time or the same woman the entire time. We do like a little bit of variety.
Yeah, I love variety.
You love variety.
I love variety.
So giving consent only when you want to, not when you feel you have to. That's when you should be saying no. And Carissa, you make a great point. Why can't A, B, and C just all play together? I agree, but
True.
A isn't like that. B and C would be like that, but couple A wasn't like that.
Yeah.
And it's, you got, saying no because you're worrying about hurting someone's feelings. I want you to think about the damage it can cause to you, to your reputation, how you feel about yourself, to how you see yourself.
Yep.
That kind of stuff.
And your partner's and how your partner sees you and how your partner feels about you too.
Right, because
if you're constantly just saying yes because you don't want to hurt people's feelings, your partner might question you.
well, question or become concerned
because-
where your emotional loyalties lie.
Exactly.
Because emotionally, your concern should be about yourself and your partner.
Yes.
Right? You don't want to hurt other people, which is why you want to have rules and boundaries.
Yeah, and if people get butthurt, that's their story.
That's why I
they
see
write
a
their own
difference.
book.
That's why I see a difference between sensitivity at a vanilla event versus sensitivity. I love when people walk by and they're like, "Look at your phone because I sent you a text." I do that to people all the time. It's the best way to do it. You know, you're like, you get their attention. Oh, look at your phone. Look at your phone. All right, there we go. It's a good thing. And have safe words. If you have trouble saying no, and I'm at the party, arrange a safe word with me ahead of time. I'll help you out there.
Yeah.
Have a safe word with your partner too.
And respect that people say no to you if you've said no to.
Yeah. Respect no. No doesn't mean not yet. No means
No
no.
means no.
It could mean not now, but like you said, Pockets, if you say, I'm not in the mood, we're not in the mood to play tonight, yes, you can ask. Well, does that mean at another event I can approach you? Abso-freaking-lutely.
Yeah.
Abso-freaking-lutely. And for single people not looking to be in a lifestyle relationship, if you get emotionally hurt every time you're rejected, start looking at yourself. Sometimes it could be what you're doing. It's not how you look or how you act. It could be your approach. It could be where you're approaching. It could be who you're approaching. There are a lot of reasons. And another thing that people I ask to understand, if you choose to enter what we call and love and are proud of the swinger lifestyle, just because you're a swinger does not mean everyone's going to have sex with you.
Right.
Attraction and chemistry are very key to a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Very key.
I remember 5.5 years ago we coached a couple and they were concerned because they'd gone to a lot of parties and they hadn't played it all and they were asking if is it me, what's going on, and we asked them, well, what do you do when you get there? And they says, well, we're very introverted, we don't talk to people. Hello. We didn't say it like that. Yeah. We said it nicely, but you have to go up to people and talk. The answer's always no if you don't ask the question.
Exactly. Remember what it was like at the high school prom or the 8th grade dance?
8th grade dance.
People sitting in the corner. The only reason they were sitting in the corner is they didn't have the confidence or the courage to walk up. I applaud you. If you're single at a vanilla type place, if you're a couple, even at a vanilla type place, interested in another person because you're thinking of having a threesome, or you're at a swinger lifestyle type place, I applaud you. I encourage you. Pockets just said it. The answer is always
no.
If you don't ask.
Good question.
There it is. And I mean, we're adults now.
Act like it.
Well, yeah, and have a secure me creates a strong we. If you're not part of a we, that secure me hopefully stays secure. If someone does say, no, thank you. Yep. No, thank you. No, thank you. Giving consent freely.
Peace out. That's how I say
peace out. Yeah. You should also say no if you don't feel like you're giving consent to something freely. If you're doing something out of guilt, hey, guilt sex can be fun. But
really,
I feel guilty that I spent this much money on an outfit today, so I'm going to have great sex with Michael so that he doesn't worry about it. Hey, that's fun, guilt sex.
I can do that? I never knew this was an option.
No.
I'm going to go shopping after this.
No.
No, because you have a dentist appointment that you're going to.
I don't like dentists. I don't like dentists. Let me rephrase that. I don't like going to the dentist.
Too bad, sucker.
Maybe it's because I don't have cavities. Oh, I have 2. And okay, I cracked a tooth a short time ago.
Oh, okay,
eating.
my teeth are falling out.
No,
Okay,
just one. Just one. And yes, it happened while I was going down on one of our girlfriends that was over. No, it did not.
Oh my
it did
god.
not happen.
I'm taking you to the dentist.
Could you imagine though if it did, and then you went down on her right after me, and it looked like she had teeth growing in her vagina?
Oh.
Not knowing what it was? That would be one of my worst nightmares.
That's ever happened.
Do you know what? You know why I like to finger women before
Yeah,
anything happens?
There's
Two
no
reasons.
Blades up
No,
there.
2 reasons though. What's the first reason I do it?
Smell.
The sniff test.
Yeah.
The sniff test. The second reason?
The blades.
Blades and teeth.
Blades of vagina.
I heard horror stories of women who have these bad pasts and they want to get back. Maybe I watched too much Criminal Minds. I don't know. But I want to make sure there's no
yet to
sharp.
see that one.
I want to make sure
No.
there't no sharp objects.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, call me crazy.
It
I
pissed
want to
me
make
off
sure.
again.
Hey, that's not even funny.
I would not even hesitate to do that.
Yes, you. Yes, you would. I want to just
I
reiterate.
want the flaming BMW. That's what I want.
Carjackings in Johannesburg, South
America.
Africa.
Africa.
We're getting so bad that BMW and other car manufacturers too were making cars that had flamethrowers that came up, so that the carjackers, you'd hit a button, whoops, incinerated.
I just carry
So-
a bunch of barbecue sauce with me.
Yeah. Barbecue sauce. Oh, to eat that. Hello, cannibal. Hello, cannibal.
Oh, just go in the wild and just barbecue
Yes.
all the giraffes and stuff. You don't. I don't know.
All right, so Daryl says we're echoing. That could be because of the speaker on the Facebook Live camera
I think it is.
echoing in the room. Hopefully that gets fixed. And also, he makes a great point. Daryl, you make a great point. People can be shy. If you're shy, though, remember, you get out of something what you give. And if you always do what you've always done,
You're gonna get the same results.
you're going to get the same results each time. So change what you've done so you begin to do something differently, so now you can say you did it.
That's a lot of do's and don'ts.
That's a lot of do's, don'ts, did. Go back to, though, consent is not the absence of no, it's the presence of yes. So if you still are afraid to say no, still feel guilty, just don't say anything and don't say yes, because nothing should happen still there. Personal, that's how I feel.
Yes.
You know?
I totally agree with you.
Yeah. My teeth belong to the dentist. I put their kids through college. Yeah, Daryl, that's what I'm thinking of too. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen. You wrote a recent article. I think we touched on it a little yesterday. I want to talk about it today because I am loving. You're showing me at SwingTime69 on Twitter, and you're showing me on Facebook, which is you, Michael Pockets Facebook. That's you on there. Mm-hmm. The article is called "quote Giving Great Head," end quote, and it's catchy.
Yes.
And it makes people want to comment. But I'm loving the comments people make and then back up after reading it
Because you haven't read it.
because it's
But
got nothing to do with blowjobs.
It has nothing to do with
Nothing
it. Yep.
to do with blowjobs.
But it gets your attention.
It does.
And then people want to read it.
I hope.
So that's why you have to do that.
That's why you have to do that. I mean, you are, and some of the photos you use, I like, listen, yeah, you look good. Let's not kid ourselves. If I'm looking, I've said this to Playboy Radio so many times. Oh yeah, we got this many people saw it. We got this many impressions. Okay, did they click through on what you asked? It doesn't matter. They looked at it. Why do you think they're looking at Playboy Radio? They're expecting you to put a hot chick in a photo,
That's why I look
right?
at it.
That's why but advertisers aren't going to pay for people to look at a hot chick. Because how do you know? My proof? I want you to read all the comments.
He talks to himself.
700 comments, and 2 of them were about Playboy Radio, not the product you talked about. Well, 698.
You're going off on a tangent.
I know. 698 of them were about the girl. Or girls. Anyway, yeah. The article was wonderful.
And the word you're looking for is anyway.
Giving Great Head. I highly recommend reading it. It's going to be published in a number of magazines, journals, and then we'll blog it out. It's on our site first. That's one of the deals you have with different publications. When's the last time you took your partner on a date? You ask that question, and I feel it's a great question. What is it, though, about dating your partner you find so relevant?
And
this is any relationship. This is not a swinger
Oh,
relationship.
of
This is
course.
any relationship.
You have to date your partner. Like I always say, life gets in the way, and you lose track of things, and you probably start to resent that because you want to go back to being in love and feeling that feeling and holding hands at the movie and just talking without kids around screaming and dogs barking. And you need that connection one-on-one without any distractions whatsoever. And you have to do that.
Date your partner. You and
Date your partner.
I have a rule, or I shouldn't say a rule, but something I advise often, which is take 12 minutes a day and sit and talk to your partner about each other. Not about bills, not about the kids if you have them, not about family, not about work or stressful situations. Laugh, love, connect. I didn't say reconnect, because you might be connected. Connect. Enjoy each other. And then that goes to what you're saying. Date night. If you have kids, get a babysitter. Can't afford a babysitter? Ask a family member. Can't afford that? Once they're 13 in the state of California, they're legally allowed to babysit. Please don't leave them home alone. That just wouldn't be cool if they're under.
They're under 13.
They're 2 and 3. They're asleep. We'll leave. No. The other thing you do, we have people we've talked to. They said, listen, we can't afford the extra money for a babysitter. All right. Do you have friends in a similar situation as you? Yeah, we have a lot of them.
Swapsies.
There you go. Not swingersies.
No.
Swapsies, in the sense that you watch their children on your date night. They will watch your children on your date. Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yes, on their date night.
On their date night. And that is, it works well because, again,
unless they have bratty kids.
Yeah, but don't
You
use the
couple.
word swapsies. I'm gonna advise you don't use the word swapsies. Only because they might think you want more. Hey, you never know though. You might get more. You never know. You might get more. But yes, look to share responsibilities with others because that can lead to a successful date night. Then you talk about, I'm gonna bring this up because you shared with me what somebody wrote. Going to bed mad versus never going to bed upset. I am a firm believer, psychologically speaking, from research and personal experience. Hold on, but I'm willing to acknowledge that it's not always right. Okay? That
We're totally gonna
whereas you believe it's okay to go to bed mad, I believe you should never go to bed upset. Now, somebody wrote, and I don't remember, gosh, I wish I knew who it was, and if you acknowledge who you are, I will.
Me.
Nope, it wasn't you. It was somebody who wrote a comment. They agree with you. No, sorry. They agreed with me that you should never go to bed mad. However, going to bed annoyed is okay. So they're in the middle of you and I. They agree with me you should never go to bed mad.
Why shouldn't you explain to me why you think you're right, and I'll explain to me why I know I'm right.
Did you hear the words you just used? Why do you think you're right and why I know I'm right? I believe I am correct.
I've been playing this game for a while.
Bride of mine. Bride of Frankenstein. No, bride of mine, I believe I am correct because in most relationships, people are going to build something in their head that may not be real. So if you go to bed mad, you may dwell on a situation that isn't as big or maybe is bigger than you realize. So work through some of it before you go to bed so both of you are comfortable enough and feel safe. Now, you and I, the reason I'm okay and I can respect the way you do things is we have one rule. We will not leave each other. If we were going to end our marriage, it would be based on a few things, and we have actually set ground rules as to what we would do before one says they're going to leave the other. That allows me to feel safe.
Yes.
And both men and women, whether they want to admit it or not, deserve to feel safe in a relationship.
Yes.
That's why I feel the majority of couples should not go to bed mad. I can get on board with the annoyed, but I cannot get on board with the mad. Now tell me why you believe you're right.
I know, right? I think that yeah, of course you're going to discuss it, what you're arguing about or what you're debating about. And it's going to be a heated discussion probably. And I believe that taking a timeout, taking a breather,
Different.
not
Timeout though is
timeout could be sleeping. And once you sleep and you wake up and you feel refreshed, you have your mind is clear and you can talk better. Because when you're in that moment, you're just gonna.
That's implying you talk fine to begin with.
You're just gonna throw things at each other. You're possibly.
Well, you should. No. You shouldn't. You should be fighting fair.
You should be fighting.
You should be fighting fair. You should be agreeing to disagree.
You are fighting.
You should not be using words. You talk about that in How to Give Great Head.
Yes.
Or what do you call it? Giving Great Head.
Giving Great Head.
You talk about it then. Fight fair. Don't use words. Once they're said, they can't be taken back. If you don't mean them, don't say them.
And don't say, yeah, exactly. And don't say mean things.
But a timeout, as you point out,
is you could be sleeping. I mean, just take that breather, and the next morning you reevaluate the situation. It could be totally
I love you. I agree to
morning.
disagree, though. I'm going to agree to disagree because no matter whether you're in a consensually non-monogamous relationship, like us as swingers, or you're in a traditional vanilla relationship, I understand the timeout. Timeouts aren't for children. Go to the corner and think about it. No, that's not what I'm talking about. And as you wrote, timeouts aren't just for kids in the corner or sports. Okay, you're right about that. But a timeout also doesn't typically run 6 to 9 hours like sleep does. And if one person is sleeping and the other person is frustrated and dwelling and awake,
Too bad.
then
for them.
are you taking your partner's feelings into consideration? That's where I believe negotiation should happen, not compromise. Because at that point, I'm being asked to compromise, where you and I have negotiated to the part where we both know we can go to sleep because we're not leaving each other.
Yeah.
You even were concerned. You used to wake up, are you staying, and one of the reasons we came to these rules was so I didn't and you didn't feel that way
You
ever.
notice the handcuffs on your wrists?
That's why that it hurt.
Yeah.
I woke up and they were gone, but I thought, wow, it was a dream. Anyway, timeout is a great idea. But a 6 to 9 hour nap timeout, I don't know. I understand the going to bed annoyed, because I may still be annoyed with you.
Yeah.
But we've discussed it enough that I'm not upset anymore.
Okay.
How's that look?
Okay.
So I like what she said. She said, don't go to bed mad, go to bed annoyed though. That's fine.
That's fine.
I like that.
That's fine.
That one I like.
I generally go to bed that
And you can't go
late
back
at
and
night.
start. You do. Man, that sex wasn't good. I'm annoyed.
Oh, I'm
Ugh.
so kidding.
Yeah, no, you're not. Nobody can go back, though. What we're talking about here and what we've learned here in any type of relationship, nobody can go back and start a new beginning. I feel, though, that anyone can start today and make a new ending. Because you've said it before. You're writing your own story.
Yes.
We talked about this with a couple in Jamaica. We talked about this on air yesterday. We have buttons in our brain. We can press the negative button or the positive button. Even if majority of the people press the negative button,
Yeah,
if you learn how
majority of
to,
people do.
if you learn how to immediately press the positive button, you can stop that.
Mm-hmm.
So when you recognize that you can't go back and start a new beginning, but you can go forward and start today making a new ending, what is it that people should do? What is it that whatever kind of relationship they're in, you've learned, meeting hundreds of thousands of people over the years of our travels, what is it that seems to work the best?
Running away? No, I'm kidding. Finding yourself. I think if you find yourself,
Right.
you will find. Even if you have to go to therapy, even if you have to.
Proactive or reactively, therapy is
reactive-
wonderful.
Therapy is amazing, and
Yeah.
if you have to start telling yourself today's going to be a good day, and if someone says something negative to you, you have to take that in a positive way.
Spin it!
I still have a hard time if someone says negative. You even have to tell me, honey, think of the positives, because I don't always, but sometimes I have a hard time thinking that was positive.
You brought this up and we've used it often. I've used it when I coach alone, I've used it, and you've actually used it when we coach together, and I've used it in seminars, about writing your own story.
Mm-hmm.
And that each page of that book is being written by you.
Mm-hmm.
And each chapter ends when you decide to start a new one.
Right.
So if you want a new beginning, you can end a chapter, and that book can have an infinite amount of chapters in it.
Yes.
But it's your decision. What happened yesterday is in the past, right?
Mm-hmm.
What happens tomorrow is in the future. What happens today, I believe, is up to you. I know there's some saying,
It's the
yesterday's the
present.
past, tomorrow's the future, today's a gift, that's why they call it the present, or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to screw it up. I'm going to get it
But
wrong.
it's your book. You write it. There are
Right.
characters in your book, and they can influence certain ways life goes, but it's up to you to make yourself
Yeah.
happy.
You influence you better than anyone else can influence you.
Yes.
I mean, that's what I see about it.
And if you're
And
gonna have a negative outtake on life,
Outlook.
outlook on life, that's what you're gonna have, and change that.
don't sweat the small stuff.
Yes.
And don't pet the smelly stuff.
This is so true.
Well, that's all right,
Good advice.
Don't pet the smelly stuff. Are you listening to Usher music in your head? Really? Man, he looks bored. I thought at least he was listening to music or something. I'm kidding you. It's so, he doesn't know me well enough yet.
No, I know.
Once he gets to know me better, then he'll hate me more. Let's do that. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. All right, the Clash sing a song. Should I stay or should I go now? So we're talking about how to say or no, right? We're talking about how to say no, and it's okay to say no.
Yes.
And you should not, in our opinion, worry about hurting the feelings of others. Oh my
Don't
God,
feel bad.
I'm so devastated they said no to me. Screw you. No, not literally, but it's okay. You can say no. So they sing a song, should I stay or should I go now? And in relationships, when you find yourself asking this question a lot, you need to dig a little deeper to achieve the best answer for you. I don't advocate divorce. I don't advocate breaking up. But I do advocate being happy.
Yes.
And if you feel you're miserable, and if you feel you're continuously asking yourself, should I stay or should I go? That is not fair to your partner, because if you're not telling them this, then it's all one-sided, and they're living in what I would call a lie,
It is a lie.
right?
Yeah, and it's not fair to either one of you.
Yep. I want to go back to something we just said because Marie brought it up, and I think it's very important to read. After 20 years of marriage, she and her husband know each other's story. That's important. You said this before, Pockets. Your story is what made you who you are today.
Yeah.
And they respect each other's story. They stay positive, and they be thankful for each new day with each other. I believe you and I do that. But go back to the class. Should I stay or should I go now? If you're not sharing these thoughts with your partner, you're doing them a disservice.
Yes.
All right? So should you stay or should you go? Here are some questions I think you need to answer. You need to answer. And if you decide it's time to leave, you need to talk about it with your partner. If you decide it's not, then you need to change the outlook you have on your relationship. Go to a therapist for proactive
Yes.
and reactive reasons.
They're great.
Because they're a third, neutral, independent party. They're great. They're not there to take sides. They're there to assist you and your partner to work through things. So here are some questions I feel you need to answer when you're asking yourself, like the Clash song, should I stay or should I go now? Oh man, if I had a drop for that, that would have been fun, huh? I don't know what drops are, but should I stay or should I go now? Anyway, do you and your partner share the same long-term goals and values? Big deal, goals and values. Do you want to get to the same place, and are you willing to get there the same way? Because you can respect someone who's ethical.
Yeah.
Will you lose love and respect for people that are unethical?
Oh, yes.
So values come
Yes.
to play there.
Because I was going to ask, what if you have the same end goal, but your ways may be a little different? Is that okay?
Well, it depends. How much time you're willing to do in jail if they break the law? No, I'm just, am I an accomplice to a crime, or I'm just?
Wait for me? No.
Yeah. Am I? No. Wait for you? Yes. I won't marry anyone else. Am I going to have sex with other people? Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
You already say I can. Come on now.
I can only approve.
Yeah. Okay, I'll send you. Well, you're not allowed to have phones there. I'll mail you photos ahead of time.
Okay. Wait, why am I going to prison?
Because I'm ethical. You're the one that's. I'm joking. Maybe. So ask yourself that. If your answer is no, here's another question: is your partner honest and faithful? And then are you?
That's a big one.
Yeah. Because as we interviewed somebody here and learned, her partner is, because she checks up on him all the time. She's got spyware on all of his electronic devices.
Because she's not.
No, because she's doing the thing that she
Yeah.
doesn't want him to do.
Yes.
So first ask yourself, is your partner honest and faithful? If the answer is yes, then ask, are you? Because her answer is
No.
no.
I'm not.
No. She's not here. She's not here today. She's not feeling well.
But that's not fair to your partner.
Oh God! Oh God!
Why would you get
that whole
into
show was not fair to her partner, but we respected her
Yes.
because you can't fix somebody who doesn't. She understands that there are things that are broken, but she has no desire to fix it. So it's. I'm not laughing. I'm just okay.
I like her. I'm just not dating her.
Yeah, I like her. I don't have respect for what she's doing to her boyfriend
Yeah.
or past boyfriends.
Yes.
That's how I feel. I like her, but I don't respect the way she's treating that person. That's not fair. All right. Does this person excite you? So if you said no, that you're not honest or faithful, or no, your partner's not, and if you said no, that you don't share the same long-term goals and values, you could possibly stop there.
Yeah.
But let's go to another one. Does this person excite you? If that's a no, what's going on? I mean, seriously.
Why? Why are you with them?
Is your partner interested in personal growth? If that's important to you, I don't mean just being a grower, not a shower.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm talking about. Personal growth. Do you feel happy, appreciated, and good about yourself when you're around them? Do you have trust, talk, listen, communication with them, TTLC? If not, how is your
Very
communication? And how are you happy more often than sad? If you answer yes to these questions, any of them, talk to your partner. Open up the dialogue, because it might be a little uncomfortable now, but it'll be less painful later. Right?
I totally agree. I would try to talk to my ex-husband, and it was just a fight. It always turned into a fight, and that's
Yep.
not TTLC. That's just him responding to what I was saying.
Well, he wasn't even willing to talk to you a lot of times, and we've offered to let him come on air and talk about it, but
Yeah.
kind of hard to, he doesn't want to have to defend himself, and we didn't say defend yourself, we're just saying,
Right.
hey, you were caught. What made you do those things? Because I do believe that when we acknowledge what caused certain actions to happen, we can begin to understand how not to let them happen again. Marie, correct, I agree. If you say no to these things, pack your bags.
Yes.
Pack your bags.
Pack them fast.
If you're out the door, but you just haven't closed it behind you, that's not fair to you or your partner. It's not. And you write
You'd be
about
so
this.
much happier.
Yeah, you write about this in Giving Great Head. Don't stay for the sake of children. You
No.
want me to get scientific on you? I can give you and religious scientific research as well as non-religion. I don't like the bias side of religion, but on this one, I'll even say it, shows the children are happier when they see their parents happy. And when you're not happy in your relationship with your partner, with the parent of that child that you're staying with, children know that.
Yep.
So much so that they've done long-term, longitudinal studies where those children grow up to be in unhealthy relationships because they watched one or both parents make the decision to stay in an unhealthy, unhappy relationship over leaving and doing what's healthy.
And do you want that to continue on to your grandchildren? Or
I don't blame my mother for my issues, and I don't believe my siblings. I don't talk about my siblings much because I have no relationship with them. My sister is my mother.
Yes.
100%.
Totally.
Between my mother's 4 husbands, she's married to her 4th husband, there were dozens and dozens and dozens of men that slept in our home, that lived in our home, in between each husband.
Wow.
My sister is identical, now on her 3rd. And I am not judging her. I am stating that she saw what my mother did. It became unconscious, and she's repeating those same patterns.
Yeah.
Patterns she didn't want to repeat. We have to respect our children. If you don't respect yourself enough, God damn it, do it for your family, do it for your kids. If you don't have kids, do it for yourself.
Yeah.
Do it for your partner. If you're both too weak, strap on a set. Actually, no, get a vagina.
Get a vagina.
Get a vagina.
They're tougher.
They are, because vaginas can take a pounding. Balls, they hurt if we get kicked.
I think we still need to test this theory.
About?
Your balls.
No. Chandler said it. I agree, and I've said it before. That Chandler said it when the twins were being born. For him and Monica, they adopted these kids. We'll never know what hurts more, giving birth or getting kicked in the nuts. So as she's about to push one of the babies out, she says, yeah, this hurts. You want me to kick you in the nuts and see which is worse? Technically, you would never know. Technically, you'd never know.
I just think it's fun to try.
Don't stay with an ex. Sorry, don't stay with somebody because you're afraid of being alone. There's so many places you can meet people. Not to name them all, but to name a few. And I'm not going to do these alphabetical. I'm just going to do them off the top of my head. For free, you've got things like Tinder and Bumble and Adult Friend Finder and Swingy. If you're in the lifestyle, you have things like Swingy and Adult Friend Finder and Cassidy and Lifestyle Lounge. You have so many places you can do it. So many places. Don't be afraid to look. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And don't be afraid to reach out to people. You see them right here on Facebook Live. Reach out to these couples. They're willing to help too. Because as a community, we believe in growing together. And if somebody's having a rough time, we're there for each other. If someone's having a good time, we're there for you too. We may even ask them to join. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, getting towards the end of the show. I think Dash wants to play some music. So we'll end now so you guys can probably put a song on in between us. I think it should be either, what's his name? David Bowie's Modern Love.
Okay.
Or it should be the class, Should I Stay or Should I Go Now? But I'm not the DJ. You know, it's up to you guys. You're listening to Modern Love's Holly and Michael live on Playboy Radio, powered by the one and only Dash Radio. Go download the Dash app. It's free to listen. It's free and commercial free. Go to Apple or Android places where you download it, or go to dashradio.com/Playboy Radio. All of this is at Swingtime69 on Twitter, Michael Pockets on Facebook, Instagram.
Real Holly Pockets.
And join us New Year's Eve in Miami, baby. All the information's there. We'll be giving away some free stuff soon. Are you ready?
Yep.
Swing, swing. We love you, family. Woo, it's hot in the studio.
Feels so good. So,
Thank you. Peace out.
peace out. Peace out.